A Bible story titled From Chains to Purpose, the day Jesus met the Mad Man of Gadara. They tried to chain him, but chains could not hold him. They locked him away from society, but fear still followed him. He lived among tombs, naked, wounded, screaming through the night, a man everyone had given up on. But one day, Jesus stepped out of a boat, and everything changed. This is not just a story about a madman. This is a story about you, about me, about what happens when heaven meets hopelessness. The story. The Bible tells us in Mark 5:1-20 that Jesus and his disciples crossed over to the other side of the sea to a region called Gadara. This was not a random journey. Jesus did not go there by accident. Before he even arrived, a violent storm rose on the sea. Waves beat against the boat. The disciples panicked. Some of them thought they would die. But Jesus slept. Why? Because when God is taking you to deliver one person, no storm can cancel the assignment. When the boat finally reached the shore, Jesus stepped onto land, and immediately a man ran toward him. This was no ordinary man. A man lost beyond human help. The Bible calls him a man with an unclean spirit. The people of the city called him mad. He lived among the tombs, among the dead, not because he wanted to, but because society had rejected him. He had no home, no clothes, no dignity, no future. They had tried to restrain him with chains and shackles, but he broke them like threads. Day and night he cried out, cutting himself with stones. This man was alive, but not living. And here's the painful truth. There are many people today who are breathing, walking, posting, smiling, but inside they are living among tombs. Tombs of addiction, tombs of depression, tombs of trauma, tombs of sin. The Mad Man of Gadara was a picture of what the enemy wants to do to every human soul, to steal identity, isolate purpose, and destroy destiny. When Jesus meets your brokenness. The moment the man saw Jesus, something unexpected happened. He ran, not away, toward Jesus. The demons inside him recognized what people could not. They knew this was not just a teacher, not just a prophet. They cried out, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God?" Listen carefully. Demons recognized Jesus faster than educated men did. Jesus asked him a simple question, "What is your name?" And the answer was chilling. "My name is Legion, for we are many." A legion was about 6,000 soldiers. This means one man was carrying thousands of demons, yet he was still standing. Let this encourage you. If the enemy has attacked you heavily, it may be because your destiny is heavily loaded. The power of one encounter. The demons begged Jesus not to torment them. They begged to be sent into a herd of pigs nearby. Jesus gave one command, and instantly the demons left the man. The pigs ran violently into the sea and drowned. In one moment, chains broke, voices stopped, madness ended. What years of isolation could not fix, what society could not heal, what chains could not restrain, one encounter with Jesus restored. The Bible says something beautiful next. They saw the man who had been possessed sitting, clothed, and in his right mind. Pause there. This man who once screamed through the night was now sitting calmly. The man who was naked and ashamed was now clothed. The man who was violent and confused was now in his right mind. This is what Jesus does. He gives peace to chaos. He gives identity to shame. He gives clarity to confusion. When people fear your deliverance. When the people of the city heard what happened, they came out to see for themselves. But instead of celebrating, they were afraid, not of the demons, but of Jesus. They begged him to leave their region. Why? Because deliverance disrupts systems. Freedom exposes compromise. Healing confronts comfort zones. Sometimes, when God changes your life, the same people who knew you before will not know how to handle the new you. From possessed to purposed. As Jesus prepared to leave, the delivered man begged him, "Let me go with you." But Jesus said no. Instead, he gave him an assignment. Go home to your people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you. The man who once had no voice became a messenger. The man once rejected became an evangelist. He went throughout Decapolis telling everyone what Jesus had done, and the Bible says they marveled. Your testimony is powerful not because you are perfect, but because you were rescued. Lessons for us today. 1. Jesus goes where others avoid. Gadara was a Gentile land, a graveyard, a place of demons, yet Jesus went there because no place is too dark for his light. 2. Your condition does not cancel your calling. The man was possessed, but still valuable, broken, but still chosen. 3. One encounter can rewrite your story. Years of pain can end in one moment with Jesus. 4. Delivered people are sent people. God doesn't free you just to sit, He frees you to speak. In conclusion, maybe today you feel like that man, rejected, misunderstood, battling things no one sees. Hear this clearly. If Jesus crossed a stormy sea for one madman, He will cross anything for you. Your story is not over. Your past is not your prison. Your pain is not your identity. There is still purpose after madness. There is still calling after chains. There is still life after the tombs. Jesus is still stepping onto shores today, and when He meets you, you will never be the same.
Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, or follow to get the video coming soonest.